Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have a really fun, interesting tutorial for you guys today. So this is my girl Kait. She comes all the way 3.5 hours from upstate New York. A lot of people consider where I live upstate New York. That's what we call it around these parts, but really we're upstate from the city. We're in lower southern New York, right on the border of New Jersey is where I live. But she's technically from Saratoga, which is upstate, way up there, almost by Canada. So she came down, took the drive down for 3.5 hours to see me, to let me do something I've never done on my channel before, and that is a lived-in copper, strawberry, whatever you want to call it, blonde. Alright, so first off, you see how much hair this girl has. It's a lot. It's coarse. It's a lot of hair. It's very dense. So we are only going to do a half highlight. We want this to look as natural and lived in as possible. So I am going to pack the highlights really close together, but I will be leaving a little bit more hair than I normally would for a packed baby light blonde. So I am going to be going with my Schwarzkopf Blonde Me, my holy grail lightener. You guys know that if you've been following me and you're an OG Brett Ryan supporter. We're going to do 20 volume with a 16th ounce of Olaplex to keep the hair healthy. This is virgin. She did have a little bit of highlighting in her hair from months and months before, and her hair naturally gets that lighter color around the hairline during the summertime. This was shot way back in July, you guys, when I first opened my suite. As I said before, I took like a 9 to 12 week break, so I am playing catch up. There's about 6 more videos that are going to come out before I have up-to-date content that I recently shot in the last couple of weeks.
Got a dopamine rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Got my heart upon my sleeve, can I hide the way I feel when you're next to me, girl? Kicking every move and I fought us like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you, about you. Am I the only one to see? Got me down on my knees, taken by your gravity. And I just know you got that something special about you.
Alright, so we're moving to the front of the head right now, and I'm going to do some money pieces, but I want these to look as natural as possible. I do feel that doing slicing is our best bet because we want that nice bold piece. I don't want it to look too fake. We want this to look as natural as possible. That's the whole point about this. I want it to be able to grow out for a year if she wants to. You know, she lives 3.5 hours away. And most of the time when I want something really natural and subtle, I will go in with very tightly packed baby lights. When I want something a little bit more bold, I will do about 1 to 3 slices that are baby slices. But in this situation, I am going to root tap her, and I'm going to include it on that hairline. I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get there, but I am going to do just a couple slices and then follow it back to back with very tight baby lights packed very closely together for about 5 to 6 foils.
Got me under lock and key, but I don't wanna be free when I'm next to you. You're like honey to a bee, I go crazy for the sweet when I'm next to you, girl. Got the kick in every move and I fought us like a fool for you, for you. It might seem that I'm dumb, but it's you that's got me stunned. Stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you, about about you.
All right, we let her process for about 45 minutes, no heat, of course, Brett Ryan true style. We are going to be doing something a little bit different. Anytime I've ever done red or copper, you guys know I am always against hot roots. I do not believe in putting copper or red of any kind on a root, especially permanent color. It always gives it that hot root look. What I'm going to do this time, however, because she does have that natural copper hair, I'm going to mix 7N with 7C. That's going to be our root tap, and then for our all-over formula, I will be using what's on the screen. She is naturally a copper, a natural redhead, so I want to actually accentuate that. The worst thing you could do is try to tone the blonde's ash. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and roll with some warm colors. I want a lot of warms and gold, so I'm doing WGs, GI, GBs, and we're going to keep her around a level 8. So now I'm going through and I'm actually going to tap her. This looks scary, you guys. You got to trust the process. I assure you it will not look this scary. So with the root tapping 7N, 7C, that will neutralize it just a little bit and make it not as copper. And I always love an N on the base as the main tone. You guys know that. I usually run for the ash, but this is all warm, and we want to accentuate that warmth on that copper and her blonde. So I am going through and I'm just doing a quick little tappity tap, tap, tap. We'll let that sit for about 5 minutes after we comb it together and blend. I do have Olaplex number 2 on her mids and ends as a barrier. It is very important and crucial. You always have a mask or, Olaplex 2 or something like that on the mids and ends. Not only is it a barrier so there's no splotchiness or, God forbid, a color drops on the hair since I'm doing it in the sink, but also it's there for evening out the porosity of the hair before you tone. A lot of people used to give me crap about the whole fact that I did Olaplex 2 as I was doing it before the toner. It works for me. I never had an issue with it. I sometimes once in a blue moon get a negative comment. Mostly it's always positive, but I do get people saying sometimes, this is incorrect, or you're not doing this correctly, or this isn't measured right. I am only teaching you from my experience, how I do it, what I learn, my tips and tricks. I am not a licensed teacher. I am just giving you guys free education out of the kindness and love of my heart and love of doing it. Do with it as you will. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Negative comments, please leave it to yourself. As I mentioned before about doing the slicing for the hairline, the reason I did go with the slicing and knew it would look natural is because I was going to tap it all at the same time. I didn't leave the hairline out like I normally would for a traditional blonde.
Got a dopamine rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Got my heart upon my sleeve, cannot hide the way I feel when you're next to me, girl. Got the kick in every move and I fought us like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something big.
And here's the final results, you guys. I think I nailed it. Leave me comments down below letting me know what you think. The whole point was to make this look natural, not forced or not fake. I believe it looks so lived in. It looks so beautiful. She can go months upon months upon months with this. Keep in mind, it always does lighten up as the toner starts releasing from the hair when she washes it a few times. But I do believe this is going to be an amazing color. I hope you guys learned something here today. I am back. I'm back. And I am up to putting one tutorial out a week. I don't want to do too many. I don't want to kill myself or get burned out again. So let me know down below in the comments video ideas you want to see. I have a list so far. I write it on the list and I do them in order that they come first. So please let me know what you want to see. It's my birthday weekend. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, so long for now, guys. Mwah.